Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE NXT's Takeover Dallas. And what else is there to say but I think this show probably outshined WrestleMania in almost every way, shape, or form. And there was only 5 matches on the show, and I can't really say I didn't enjoy one match in particular. I would say the weakest match of the night was the Austin Aries Baron Corbin match. Not to say that it was a bad match. It was a very simple storyline being told. The bigger guy in control, Austin Aries, kind of getting more of the fluky win against the bigger guy in his debut. But overall, probably the weakest match on the card. The American Alpha versus the Revival tag team title match was a really, really solid and good opener. I thought both teams played very well off of each other in here. Gable and Jordan showing off a lot of their athleticism, and the Arrival showing off a bunch of their how they do the old school tag team tactics and everything in that aspect of everything. So, like I said, overall, really good match there. Good to see that American Alpha gets the tag team titles here, because they've been building in popularity ever since teaming up, and it's good to actually see them decide to switch the tag titles over to them, where many people probably thought Enzo and Cash should have probably gotten that a long time ago, but hey, they're on the main roster now. So on to I know it was like third from last on the card, but probably ends up being very close to a match of the year candidate, and that is the Shinsuke Nakamura Sami Zayn match. Just all in all, what can you say about this match? It was good to see that they allowed Shinsuke Nakamura come out and pretty much just be him. That was what probably most people were worried about, was that they would not allow him to be him. He came out to the very flamboyant, charismatic type of entrance that he's used to. His style did not change. He was able to keep pretty much all of his offense, from what I've been told. I have personally never seen a Shinsuke Nakamura match back in New Japan, but if this is any indicator of what he's going to be during his bigger matches, like at the NXT Takeover shows and everything like that, I think you're in for one. I think fans who are just coming in to seeing him, just like I am, are going to be in for one wild ride with him. There's nothing bad you can say about this. The show of respect after Shinsuke beats Sami Zayn, the spots that they went in there, Sami Zayn trying to do his own version of strong style after Shinsuke had done his inside of the ring, was really good. Just overall really good spots from everybody. And again, the one thing that you kind of really like from NXT, you're not kicking out a finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher, and here it's like first finisher and match done. But they, crescendo it throughout the entire match, and you still get really long matches out of it. So again, really good job from these guys. Up there for match of the year right off the bat. And the show of respect, like I said, the show of respect after the match, and then Sammy getting, which is pretty much his goodbye from NXT, because more than likely he's going to be staying up on the main roster, was a very nice little touch to it as well. Many people felt like this could have ended the show right here. I would tend to agree, but we had 2 more matches, and both of them were really good matches, by the way. The Asuka Bayley match, just great overall. Like, they just played it off as 2 baby faces going out there and doing everything they can to win in any way, shape, or form. And basically no like heel turning or anything like that. It's just like 2 faces going out there and kind of beating the crap out of each other. You could tell from the crowd that they weren't expecting the match to end the way it ended, with Bayley passing out. They were probably expecting her to probably retain in this case and then continue on with the storyline somewhere down the road here. But it looks like they're going with, and obviously they can continue on with the story because you still technically have a rematch with Bayley going up against Asuka in there, but we'll see where they go with that. But you could definitely tell the fans were I wouldn't say disappointed. They were kind of shocked when the match ended in Bayley passing out from the chicken wing at the end of the match. So, just how it ended out being. That's how it seemed like upon the live crowd. And this brings to the main event of the night, which was Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. I'm not going to lie here. It seemed like until, well, how do I want to put this? Because there's so many stoppages in the match because of the blood. That it seemed to take away but still add to the match, because it felt like the more that they came out there, the more visibly upset Joe would get in there. It made him come off more like a monster in here. And you still have aspects of that, what's going to happen when certain things happen. Like, this match doesn't feel like they ended the feud. It came off as like a fluke victory for Finn Balor, coming out with obviously the typical demon paint that he usually comes out with, but coming out with a chainsaw for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's the one thing that I've been noticing. They don't necessarily allow him to go into other characters outside of the demon for his body paint, but he adds little touches for the area, like he did Jack the Ripper portion for the London. He's doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre here, and he's still adding little touches to it, but nothing really changes with the demon paint in any way, shape, or form here. But like I said, like, this match doesn't feel like they end the feud, because he gets out of the coquina clutch, but it wasn't ever fully locked in at the end. He gets out of the muscle buster and everything like that, kicks out of the muscle buster, but he doesn't get out of the coquina clutch with it fully locked in. So, and you get the fluke victory with him rolling up Samoa Joe after the walk up the turnbuckle spot when someone's in a sleeper. Like I said, it just feels like this match, which was a really good match, and I think it makes Joe even look more like a monster than what he did before, but it doesn't feel like it ends the feud between the two of them. We'll see if they continue on with it. Overall, really, really good show here. The 5 matches you got to see out there, all of them really good. Weakest one, like I said, was probably Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin, and that was just it was a little bit weird. It was a little bit weird just how that match came off, but they probably played it right in the end with how they portrayed Aries in the terms of having to go over a big guy like Baron Corbin in there. And I mean, we'll see where they continue on with everything. Obviously, for what you've seen so far through Raw, you have Enzo and Cass up on the main roster. Apollo Crews was he's the shocker right there, because I was not expecting them to call him up so soon. And then Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's prototypical a guy that's should be on the main roster at this time, and we'll see how they fare up there as well. Like I said, overall, really, really good show. This is probably a lot better than the WrestleMania card ended up being in any way. And like I said, it produced probably a match of the year candidate with Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn. So that is my review for NXT Takeover Dallas. I thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.